Yay! Good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from anywhere you are watching this video from and anywhere you watch this video from in the future. Good day, everyone. How are you doing? Trust you are doing very, very great. And welcome to L Talk with Kemi. Welcome to another series, another episode of L Talk with Kemi. And last 2 weeks I spoke about 10 healthy tips that you need to know. So if you've not seen that video yet, make sure you click on my previous video and make sure you watch it and share with a friend, with a friend, with a friend, with a friend, and with a friend. So welcome everyone once again to L Talk with Kemi. And if you are just joining for the first time, thank you so much for believing what I have to say, because for you to have clicked this video, it means that you believe that I have something that you want to hear. That I will say something that you want to hear. So thank you for clicking on this video, to actually listen to what I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you guys. I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming back. I see your comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. Thank you for all that. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for coming back to listen to what I have to say as well. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Well, today, so that we'll just move faster, because I want it to be a very short video, so that we'll just move faster. I will just talk about something very interesting, okay? Something that everyone does. It's supernatural. It's so much it's so much natural, and it's very, very common, all right? So it's not like you have one disease, it's not like you have normal, it's not like something is wrong with you. It is very, very natural and common. All right, so growing up, even till date, even till now, everyone do belch. Belch. Oh my god, everyone do belch, okay? And then have you ever asked, why do I really belch? I know these things are normal. It's normal because everyone does it. So then you're like, okay, everyone cannot be sick. Everyone cannot have one disease, going on in them or in their body. So everyone is normal in the sense that everyone, belch and all. But have you ever asked, why do we really belch? Why do I belch? All right, that is a very important and major question I want you to ask yourself. Okay, why do I belch? So today I'll talk about why do we belch, or why we belch. Okay, why do we belch? Kind of like sound better. Why do we belch? Okay, what is the, shall I say, the format, or what happens when everyone belch? Okay, I want you to know that the first thing is that belching is also called burping. Okay, burping, which is totally normal and very, very common. All right, it does not actually like signify or indicate that something is wrong with you. And you notice that sometimes, even when you don't eat, you belch. All right, who else is agreeing or saying yes to this? Sometimes, even when you don't eat, you notice that you just belch, and then that's to tell you that you don't only belch when you eat alone. Right? It means you don't only belch when you eat alone. All right, belching is also called burping, and belching is our body's way, or our body system of expelling excess air from the upper digestive tract. Are we together? Whenever we eat, our food, goes through the esophagus down to your stomach, all right? And the esophagus is like a hollow tube that carries the food. It serves as a food passage. It carries the food, from your throat down into the stomach. All right. So most times this air does not even get to the stomach. It gets accumulated in the esophagus. Then your body expels it by belching. Do we understand? Did you get that concept now? That belching is actually your body's response of expelling excess air from your upper digestive tract. And I said that the esophagus is the one that carries food from from the throat. It carries food down into the stomach. So the excess air is accumulated, or should I say, it gets piled up in the esophagus. Then your body just thinks of, how can I expel this air? All right, because your body does not actually want the excess air. So how can I expel this air? And then the air just comes out as belching or burping. All right, and then there are certain things that we as individuals or human beings do, that actually causes us to belch excessively as well. E.g., talking while eating, rushing your food. All right, let me just say a very, very short experience, or should I say story, all right? When I was when I was at the hospital, and then I was feeding the patient who is unconscious, people that are unconscious, that can't feed by themselves, we actually feed them through what we call nasogastric tube, NG tube, nasogastric tube. So, the tube is always passed from the nose, down to the person's stomach, but then it's passed through the nose, all right? And then all you have to do is just to open the end of the tube, and, with the syringe, you're able to pass the food, but it's always like a blenderized food. The food is always blended, all right? Then you pass it into the tube, and it goes from the person's nose to the person's stomach, all right? So we call it nasogastric tube. And then that day I was feeding my patient, and I just, the food was already like, there was no food again in the tube, and then I closed the tube, I closed the end of the tube, and then the nurse, the staff nurse walked up to me and said, "You don't give a patient food that way." And I was just like, "Why?" Because we are open to learning, all right? You should never feel bad if somebody's trying to teach you, or trying to make you learn something. Right? Then I asked, and I was like, "Why?" And then she said, "Whenever you are feeding the patient, all right, you must make sure that there is still some content of food in the tube before, our point was that I must not allow the food, or all the food to have gone into the nose before I now pour another food, all right?" And I asked her why. She said to prevent air from entering from through the nose down to the person's stomach. And this person is unconscious. He or she can't talk if the stomach is disturbing them, or if something is going on, because they're actually unconscious, all right? So, and then she just told me that I have to, should I say, clip the end of the nasogastric tube before I had another food, to prevent excessive air from going through the tube to the person's nose and down to the person's stomach. Do you understand that concept now? That is because we actually, shall I say, we take in excessive or excess air. That's how we belch. And how do we take in this air? By eating, brushing your food, talking. That's why they say food habits, food eating habits, all right? Do not talk and eat, or do not eat and talk, all right? So whenever you talk and you eat, you're also inhaling like excess air. Whenever you rush your food, chewing gum, whenever you chew gum, your mouth is actually open, and the mouth will still be open. Smoking, all right? Smoking as well, and drinking carbonated beverages. That English was trying to, twist. Taking carbonated beverages. These things are very, very new. There are ways, or major ways, through which we inhale excess air, all right, and which gets accumulated in our esophagus. Do you understand? So what are the ways to reduce excessive belching? Do not get me wrong, belching is natural and common, all right, but there are also some chronic belching that can be caused by inflammation of the stomach lining, or it can be caused by an infection called Helicobacter pylori. This is the major bacteria that causes stomach ulcers, all right? So this kind of belching will come with heartburn, stomach pain. So whenever you are belching, then you should, like, this belching is coming with heartburn, stomach pain and all. That one is best to reach out to, it's best to lodge a complaint, or it's best to reach out to, medical doctor, anyone that can actually help you, all right? But do not take over-the-counter drugs. Do not prescribe medications for yourself. Do not try to say, okay, my friend used it, let me use it too. That's why I said it's best to actually lodge a complaint, or just tell someone, a medical practitioner, this is what you're going through. But do not try to prescribe that medication yourself. Do not try to take, okay, I know what to take, let me just go and get it, nearby from a store and all right? It's best to just, reach out, or it's best to just, like, to visit the hospital, wherever you can be treated or attended to properly as well. So that one is called the chronic belching, okay? And how can we reduce excessive belching? Do not talk when you are eating. Don't talk. Don't talk. Eat your food one spoon, all right, and eat slowly, all right. If you know that you are rushing, probably you don't eat at that period, then when you're back, you can come back and eat your food, all right. But do not talk while eating. Do not rush your food. Reduce the habit of chewing gum. Do not smoke. The moment you smoke, you are inhaling air, all right. So do not smoke. Do not inhale excessive air that you do not need. Do not inhale excessive air as well. And you can get moving, in the sense that whenever you eat your food, you can just take like a short walk. Instead of just sitting and just waiting, you can take a short walk after eating your food as well. All right, so I hope you've learned something from this video, that belching is totally normal and common. And why do we belch? Because we have excessive air accumulated in the esophagus. All right, and what's the esophagus? Is actually a hollow tube that carries food from our throat down to the stomach. All right, so I hope you've learned something from this video. I hope you know why we belch excessively. And you know, there's some people that, you know, like I said, even when they don't eat, they will still belch. Why? Because some people are used to the habit of opening their mouth. Yeah, it happens. You know, this is not to insult anyone, to make anyone feel bad. You know, when your mouth is actually open for a long period of time, like when your mouth is definitely open, you know, you're also like inhaling hair. Do you understand? All right, so it's not just when you're eating that you can inhale excess or excessive air. Even when you are just like unconscious, your mouth is opened, or you know, probably when you are not even using your mouth and it's like, do you understand my point? All right, so please be conscious. Do not rush your food. Do not talk while you are eating. Do not, you know, reduce the habit of chewing gum. Do not smoke. Do not smoke. All right, I hope you've learned something from this video, and I really look forward to seeing you and talking to you again next week. Do not forget, Health Talk with Kemi comes up every Sunday, so every Sunday make sure you expect a new video from this channel, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. If you are yet to subscribe, do that right now. I'm looking at you, I'm watching you. Make sure you hit the red button below to subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. You don't want to miss out on everything I'm talking about. All right, so make sure you also share with your friends, post on your status, tell people. I love you guys. Thank you for all that you do. I love you, and it's a new week. Whoa, it's a new week to win. It's a new week to do more. It's a new week to, should I say, get closer with God. Yeah, it's a new week to also preach the gospel. Yay! I love you guys. Thank you for all that you do, and I'm super excited about you. I believe in you, I trust you, and I know you are capable of doing everything that you really want to do. I love you. Go forth and shine your light. I love you guys. Have an amazing week. Whoa! I'll see you again next week. Till then, stay blessed. I love you guys. Bye.